What is going on, you lot? Midi here. We've got another Rebirth community challenge that's finally been unlocked, and this is the communications towers. I feel like a few people haven't grasped what these actually are yet. These are the same sort of towers that we saw in Verdansk, and what they do is give your team a miniature UAV. And anyone on your team can activate this. You go up to them, you activate them for 1,500 cash, and they're going to let off this little sonar ping, which is going to make a sound which other players can actually hear this. And you're going to see here it covers pretty much the whole area of where the tower actually is, opening up for more plays in the game now. So you'd either use these early in the game if you find enough money. It's going to be the same cost as buying an armor plate bundle, seeing where every person is around that current area. You're going to be able to loot up into the early game, or you could be using them into the late game where you can just spot off a whole area. In this video I'm going to be showing you 8 locations where you can actually find them. Really good just to keep a mental note of where they actually are, and I'll let you know why strategically they're really good in Rebirth right now. As always, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Always helps the channel out. If you're liking my videos, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new events that are coming out within the game. First location we're going to be talking about is headquarters. It's the area where the original Easter egg actually is, but this one is actually in the tower. Now, they all are situated near the big red massive poles, so you can't really miss them. Kind of go near them as well. They're going to let off a ping, so you kind of know when you're near one anyway. But the one on headquarters is actually in the Campy Tower right at the top. It's not on the very top where the red tower actually is, but it's just below it. You're going to see a little button here that you can activate and turn on that UAV. It's going to cover the area where the buildings are here, but this is where it is on the map. Second one that you can find is at the Stronghold, near the place where the vault is, where you can open up the key cards. If you get onto the miniature roof of this, you're going to find it here and you can activate it. The next one you're going to find is near the living quarters, just outside where the tents are. You can come here and activate this one right here. In the distance, you're going to even see where the headquarters one. So they're not too far away from each other if you wanted to move. The next one is at the Nova factory. You're going to find it right next to the zip line here on the rooftop. Definitely another one that I think is really good because this has a lot of staircases and a lot of floors, so you can kind of get a rough idea. Probably one of a team is normally always in here. Catch them out with these things. The fifth location, and probably one of the ones that are in a really good spot, going to be the one at prison. This is actually on top of the roof on the bottom side of it. You can activate this and see where people are, either below you or on the same rooftop. Tower number 6 is at Chemical Engineer. You're going to find it kind of a little bit near where the weapon trade station is. You're going to find it on the rooftop here. It's going to reach all the way outwards, covering the whole building, just to see if there is anyone in there. The 7th one is actually at Bio Weapons. You're going to find this right in the corner of the map. This one is on the rooftop, not too far away from where Chemical is. You could run between two of these areas if you're going for early game loot and activate them both. It's going to set you back a little bit in terms of trying to get a loadout extremely fast, but just trying to clear that area into early game is always essential, I think. Now, the very last location is going to be at Control. I feel like everyone's going to be using this one. Now, it's kind of a little bit more hidden compared to the other ones. You're going to see that the red tower's up there, and this one is just below it on the side of the wall. Kind of hard to miss, but you're going to be hearing the pings and then you can just activate it, but that's where it is on the map. Now, when you use these communication towers, last exactly 15 seconds. I've timed it, which I think is more than enough time, considering they're not going to cover an entire area, just a small little area that you're in, which is going to give you that rough idea where people are. And you can't just use these straight after you've already used it. It's going to last 15 seconds, and once that time's out, there's going to be no more pings, and you can't just come back here and activate it again for another 1,500. It's about a 50-second wait before you can use it again, and then you'll know when you're going to be able to use it. You're going to hear the ping again. You could just walk up to it. So expect these to be a one-time thing for about 50 seconds. Unless the circle's ending directly where you are, then yeah, you could just hold out here, keep pinging it off. And that's considering people are not using Ghost. And because of the perk changes that I discussed in my other video, I feel like not too many people use Ghost. A lot of people are rolling with probably restocked, tempered. But then again, this is going to make it a bit more essential to start using Ghost again, and you can't really camp with the changes in Ghost. Other players are using this. You are going to hear this ping noise a lot further than where you can normally hear it, where you can just walk up to it and activate it. This ping is going to reach in a much larger proximity. And just know when you hear that ping and you already know the location, like I did right here, looked straight up on top of prison, was able to dodge this guy trying to kill me, planted a precision strike straight on him, downed him. So know where all the locations are, and as soon as you hear that kind of ping and you know that the other team are doing that, it'll keep your wits about you a little bit. The other scenario that you're going to see that's really effective with these towers is that if the circle is ending on one of the towers and you know exactly where the location is, like I was doing here, I was trying to scrounge up enough money just to go up here and do one final act for my team and run there, activate it, show them where everyone was on the map. I ended up getting sniped, gave them a heads up on where everyone else is. Did notice when I died as well, the pings have stopped. I don't think they stopped for the other players. I think it just keeps going on. But I do love this update. I love it that they're adding a lot more stuff, which is going to be a lot more strategic how you're going to be playing, especially in Rebirth. I want to see all these things kind of being moved into Caldera as well. Or like the weapon trade station stations are going to be really effective in there. But now you've got them trade stations and you've got these towers along with the redeploy balloons, and it's going to make Rebirth a lot more easier to kind of get back into. Whether you're dead and you got no loot, start trading weapons, go to the weapon trade station, get a bit of money and gear. Then you've got the communication towers, which are basically little miniature UAVs where they don't cost that much money, but you're going to get a rough idea of where players are if they're not using Ghost. That is all the locations for the communication towers. As always, smash a like on the video if it's helped you. I'm always quick with these events and I'll be covering all of them for you. I'm going to have another game as well where I've activated all of these towers. I'm going to put it at the end of the video when I've got it uploaded. So look out for that one. But as always, I will catch you lot later.